Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I am Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 204 of our crafting podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, also Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy.
You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Loopy Stitcher, all one word.
Hey, Laura. Hey,
Hi,
Joe.
ladies.
Weather report.
Kind of chilly today. It's supposed to be.
I was like, that's all you got?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Alrighty then.
You know, we're not on the same day. We're way earlier than normal. This is my nap time.
Sorry. We are leaving in the morning, so need to get this done
She's
early.
got like her list ready to go.
And I got stuff I got to do after this to get ready, so we're not like last minute. And
hi, everybody.
We had to run to Alicia's house, which wasn't planned this morning. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Ernie, ain't talked to you in a while, huh? Yeah. I did a shop update. I've sold a lot. So I only have there's bags in the shop, but as far as new ones,
I guess so.
Yeah, they went quick, and that is Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. So I call this my vintage knitting ladies. I only have one left. Well, this was adorable. I've never seen this fabric. Look how cute this is, guys. So this is a sock size, and then the green is the inside as well. So one of those, and then I have two of the medium Gilmore Girl bags, and that's all that's left from the shop update. Update on the yarn I showed last time, which I have one here. The Spring Meadows, I have one single skein still available, and then I do have one or two sets left. I can't remember exactly how many. And then the blue DK yarn I showed last time, I only have one skein of that as well. So if you were eyeballing the any of the hand-dyed yarn, it is very low at this point. So you'll want to jump on that. Hey, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Jill's supposed to have snow. Well, and that's funny because
Where are you?
Jill's in Texas.
Wait a minute. You're in Texas and you're
Yes.
going to have snow? We're in Illinois and it's like going to be 50. It's like 50s-ish.
What's funny is she was like 80 or 90 the other day, and I'm like, all right, me and Brett need to pack up and go visit Jill. Because Brett loves the hot weather. I'm like, oh, we're going to have to go visit Jill. So, all right, Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. That's it for update. All righty. Do you have FOs?
No.
All right, my turn again. I'm like, okay, my turn again. I have a few. This is gonna kind of just be a repeat. So the yarn is Miss Babs. It is the, what colorway? Mayhem. And previously I had done one of my double knit hats for Alicia, and I had like half a skein left. So I'm like, let me go ahead and do another one. So I used the same pattern, which is a Benjamin Matthews. And as you can see, I've wrote notes up here because I'm saving this pattern so I remember how I made Brett's hat in case he actually really wears it. Which I asked Alicia, I go, have you worn your hat? She says, yeah. I go, so what'd you think? Because your dad says he can still feel the wind through the hat. And she started laughing. She goes, Mom, I wore it through the days that was like rainy and extremely windy. And she goes, I didn't feel anything. She goes, but I have hair, so maybe that's
That's very true,
So
Alicia. Very true.
we're all kind of laughing at Alicia. So this is the second one then that I've done out of that skein.
I like how that pulled.
Isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm.
It is really nice. You can actually have this one now. I knit this one. I was gonna put it away because I knew you were like, oh, those are really nice. And these are very much Karen's colors. And then Alicia, I didn't have time for Brett to like stretch hers out, like because I just gave it to her next time. But she said like within wearing it like a couple times that it gave a little bit. So because I didn't block that at all. So if it doesn't stretch out, you can always block it. So that was one. And now I don't even have to put that in my gift bin. We'll go here next. This is my temperature cloth for last month.
It's so funny because I'm used to everybody doing like the temperature blankets, and by the time they're done, they're like Afghans.
Well, and half the time people they start them because they're like, oh, that's a good idea. And then
they don't finish them.
I was actually talking to the nurse out at his work, and she was showing me pictures of her temperature blanket. But she's doing it, she's crocheting it, which she says she's not a huge crocheter, but she's muddling through. And she's basically doing a block a month, kind of like what I'm doing. And then we'll piece them together at the end, which is a little bit smarter than
the whole
just going back and forth. Hey, Charlotte. Flash flooding here, tornado watches. Yes, I knew it was rough in Arkansas.
Yuck.
Because I talked to Lori maybe yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday, I think. So that's that. And then the dishcloth for this month was called I See the Light.
You mean for April, right? Or for March?
For April.
Okay.
This month.
Okay. We're not even like what?
Well, you get it at the very beginning of the month.
It's the 5th.
Yeah. But you get it at the very beginning of the month. So
how many of them you got done? All 3?
3. And I have not put the pattern away. I have another skein of I Love This Yarn. And I left the pattern in there because I will probably bring this with us when we go. Along with a pair of socks that I'm working on. Because I'm always worried that I'm not bringing enough knitting. What if I go through it and I have nothing to knit?
Are we always?
Can't have that now, can we, Brett?
You have to really think about your projects before you go anywhere.
Yeah. So this, I start right away, which is an issue. And I wasn't paying attention. I'm watching TV and I'm just following the pattern. And then I finished the first washcloth and I went, huh, there's something wrong with this pattern. So this is what the first one looks like. And you can see like the lines going through here. Those are not supposed to be there. And it was not me. So I cast on another one and I'm like, let me pay closer attention. And I'm like, no, it's row is not correct. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to just figure this out and make it look right. So as I'm doing that, I heard my iPad ding off that I had an email and I grabbed my phone and she didn't, it was a little rather strange. And there was an email from her with just the pattern again. And it didn't say anything about like correction.
Yeah.
It was just, it looked like she had just resent it. So I'm like, okay, I printed it up and then compared it. And I'm like, okay, yep, it was that line that I said. So then I did 2 more and lo and behold, they actually look right now. And you can do, I like this side better.
Yeah.
And they're really cute. So I got 2 done correctly. 1 not working.
With that pink, I mean, it was bright pink and sparkle. I thought it was something for Peanut.
No. So, yeah. Now that I have the correct pattern, I will probably go ahead and do 3 more out of that other color since I have it out.
Yeah. It's not showing up, but it's got some glitter going through it.
Or I'm not home yet, running late from craft show. Oh, okay. We spent most of the night in the bathroom. Sirens going off. Lost power. Ugh. What else do I have? Oh, I'm trying to keep things so it'll be easier for me to put
So
stuff
she doesn't
away.
have another thing to do.
Yes, because I got lots to do. Okay, so last time I had shown the shawl that I had knit out of the Sock Yarn Society, Dance in the Rain, and I actually had 2 skeins of that. So I still have probably about a half skein, I would say, left.
Yeah.
So I decided to knit a hat to go with it, and I was using the Rosa hat, and I was a little unsure about knitting it because I'm not one for knitting a fingering weight hat. I don't like them. I get bored. They take too long. It's a freaking hat. It shouldn't take that long. That's why I will not do the sockhead hat or the what's that other one that we both grown at?
Muscle burrow.
You will never catch me doing those. But this flew off the needles. But it's because it had all the lace.
Gotcha.
For as much as I used to complain, if you used to watch this podcast, I used to have to glorify my lace because I was so bad at it.
Yeah, you haven't been saying a whole lot lately.
I am quite the lace knitter now. Like, that's what I want to do.
Wow.
Is lace. Guys, look how
I wonder
gorgeous
if she's feeling okay.
This is beyond pretty. And look at the top of it. Isn't that pretty?
It's in quarantine.
It's currently in quarantine, but Laura can't touch it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Code for you're allergic.
So
that's pretty.
So it'll be a nice little set. We'll go with that'll
be a nice spring hat.
The shawl. Yeah. And I actually knit it with the size needles and with how many
it came out.
With how many repeats they said and everything. I did not have to adjust anything.
Yeah.
So go me. So that's right. I'm thinking I kind of want to do another one of these because I think Alicia would really wear the heck out of this.
Yeah, I think she would.
I think she would love it. So I think I'm going to actually keep this pattern out and find
some bright, colorful yarn.
I'm thinking like something that's lightly speckled because you wouldn't want anything too
You wouldn't want
busy.
something too crazy.
So I'd either have to go really lightly speckled or do a solid.
Yeah.
So I'll have to dig through and see what I can find. So there's that. Now my other ones are not knitting or yarn related. Oh, let me do this. Woohoo. Okay. Get in there. And we'll put that one over there. All right. So last time I was on here, I showed you guys the make your own Christmas card kit that Mimi had gotten me. Well, rather than putting the kit away, I decided, let's just go ahead and do it. So I did. That did not fly well.
No.
So got me. Little snowman, guys. And each little snowman is different.
Dig that.
Right? Isn't that hysterical? Oh. Now, wouldn't these make you smile if you got one of these in the mail? He's a skinny guy. That one. Oh, gosh. So hysterical. So I made that whole kit, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's the paper. 6 snowman cards. And then I had showed you this kit that I had gotten. So yet again, rather than put it away, let's just get it done. So I made this one that says, "You're a peach." Oh.
Those remind me of when we were kids,
Right.
and the teachers used to have those on the walls and stuff that they would open up, and
Thank you.
except a lot smaller. Those are adorable.
So that's 2.
Yeah, I saw those in there. I was like, oh, those are cute.
This is 3. This one says, "Thank you." That's a big one.
Yeah, that'd be a great teacher one.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Or any of these, really.
So 4. This will be the 4th one that says, "Thank you."
A little pair. Those are cute.
Yeah.
I like those.
So I finished that kit, and then I had also had one more kit I showed last time. I'm just into the mode of I'm not putting it in my closet. I'm just going to get it done.
I guess so.
I'm like, I'm over it. My closet is a mess. So I had this kit that I had gotten, which is a CD holder thing, and I said I'm not going to use it for CDs, obviously, because who has CDs anymore?
Right.
Or I shouldn't say a lot of people have them, but do you use them? So put this together. And my plan is I'll probably do like a little book for like one of the littles or something, and I'll make like little cards that have like pictures in it where you can pull. They'll have like a ribbon on it, and if you pull it up, then it'll be like a picture of the 2 of them together, or
that'd be cute.
Their family picture. In some of them, I thought would be cute. And then on these pages, I'll actually stick pictures and stickers and stuff on. And then when you go back to these, I'll have like little things to pull out. So I thought that would be really cute use of this.
You can even have Olivia help you, and it could be a Mother's Day
That's
gift.
what I was thinking. So, and I'll have her soon. So I'll just have to pick out pictures.
Yep, have it all ready to go.
Have it ready to go. And she can use my little tape runners because those are perfect for little hands where she can put the tape on the back.
Obviously she knows how to use stickers.
Oh, does she know how to use? Oh my gosh. She used half of my shop stickers, one of the rolls. She asked me if last time when she was here, she could use some of my stickers to seal up some envelopes. And I'm like, I was thinking 1 sticker, and next thing I know, I turn around and there's a paper this long and all the stickers are gone. And she's just got stickers plastered everywhere. And I was just like, okay. So I think this will end up being really, really cute. And I have I have something else that I made before. It's a chipboard one. That's very similar to this. So I will probably have her do both of them, and then she'll have Mother's Day and Father's Day out of the way.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
So she could do one for Alicia, one for Phil.
Cool.
So I thought that was a really cute idea. And Jill, it was only $1.99. I sent Jill a package. Well, she'd ordered yarn, and I sent extras because I always have stuff sitting around that like I'll pick up when I'm thrifting. I'll be like, oh, Jill will like this, or and
or Karen will like this,
or Karen will like this. So whoever. I put it in a bin because I know Jill's gonna order again from me,
right?
Or I'll wait until it gets a sizable amount and I'll send it, all at once to her. I forgot where I was going with it. Oh, so when I send the stuff to her, she knows I thrift. I don't worry about taking the stickers off. I leave the stickers on. So she's showing it on her podcast and she's laughing because she's like, and this one was $1.99. I'm like, I know. There's something about $1.99. I don't know what to say. But yeah, because I thrift for everybody.
Yeah, you do.
People, well, and sometimes people will be like, hey, if you see this, I need one of these. And I'm like, on it.
That's how I've gotten several of my things.
That's all the FOs I have.
Wow.
I mean,
that is kind of...
It was lowish
low
for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I did do some sewing, and I think was this during the time where I had a couple days I didn't feel good.
You're still coming off your neck.
Which I have a new chiropractor. Did I tell you this?
Oh, no.
Oh, guys. You know my chiropractor nightmare. So I found a chiropractor in town after losing my last one. Been going to him for a bit. He had back issues, had to have back surgery. So he's been out. I've had a fill-in doctor who's okay. Went in the last week and he's like, oh, just so you know, Brent sold the business. New doctor will be here on Monday. What? So I'm like, okay. So I had an appointment for Monday. I saw her. I'm going to like her.
Oh, good.
Because I told her, I said, no offense to the chiropractors in this area or the office or this office. I said, you guys have been really good as far as adjustments, but I'm starting to have really bad neck flares because when I went to my other chiropractor, when I'd get the knots in my shoulders, he did scraping, which is basically metal tools. Like one of the tools looks like almost like a butter knife. And they put some lotion and then they just scrape at that knot. It's painful, but it's a good painful. And that I respond to that well. Like that's the only thing that breaks my knots up.
Uh-huh.
And I said, nobody in town is trained on how to do this. And she starts smiling. She goes, I am. And I'm like, you are? Can we get this going? And she's like, well, I don't have my equipment here. Once he gets his stuff out of the office, I get my stuff in. She goes, I not only do that, but I do acupuncture. And she's like, that would probably help a lot too. Because I can't do the TENS machine up there.
Mm-hmm.
It flares up into a migraine to the point where I'm like tossing cookies.
I was wondering if it flared your ears.
No. No,
she has all these different parts of her body that flare,
well, well, what's funny is I went to the dermatologist on Monday.
Uh-huh.
And it was so hot in that office.
Uh-huh.
By the time I got back to her, I'm talking to her, and all of a sudden she looks at me. She goes, "Is there a reason why you're all flushed?" She goes, "It's even down your neck here because you know,
yeah,
you've seen
I've seen it."
And I'm like, "Yeah, it's warm as heck in here."
Yeah.
And she's like, "How often do you flush like that?" Anytime I'm hot. And she goes, no, on an average day, how many times do you flush like that? And I'm like, well, if I'm at home, not a whole lot because I keep my house 65.
Right.
But I'm like, when I'm out and about, anytime I get warm, this is what happens. And she's like, huh, well, we need to switch up stuff and we need to get this more under control. So she switched everything. And then I got scolded because she goes, do you have sunscreen on? And I said, no. It's winter and I drove here in my car. She goes, anytime you leave your house, you need to have sunscreen on because your skin is the type of skin that looks for an excuse to flare up.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, there's a lot of weeks I don't even leave my house. And she goes, well, you left your house to come here and you didn't put sunscreen on. I go, okay, well, my sunscreen, because I was telling her I have it's like a makeup brush. So it's powdered skin tone. And they tell you when you go to a dermatologist not to have anything on your face.
Right.
That's tinted because she wouldn't be able to see because she was checking my rosacea. So that was my excuse with her. But she was like, oh, that's perfect because that's a mineral makeup with SPF and you won't react to it.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And then she gave me something for my elbow, which was a no-go because I have to put a Band-Aid over it. I have reactions to Band-Aids. So now, now I have this big like raw mark. No. So now I've tried putting the stuff on and then using like a gauze wrap and medical tape to tape it on. It's been a nightmare. But at any rate, that's been my week. That's probably why
you haven't been.
Yeah, I've had a lot of Brett has adhesive issues too.
Chuck does too. It's horrible.
I went and had my blood drawn too. My cholesterol is now normal. Well, the meds worked.
Oh, good.
So she's not even gonna have to adjust them.
Awesome.
Like everything's good. All right. So moving on, we just kind of spattered that on in there.
Life update, anyone?
Life updates. But while we're off track, let's go just a little bit further off track, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know, you guys know I'm friends with Lori of Arkansas Yarn Co. I use a lot of her yarn. I show a lot of her yarn. Gorgeous yarn. She just released her advent calendar for 2025. There is only, well, as of yesterday morning when I talked to her, which I'm sure it's lower now, 12 available. Like, it's
Wow.
almost sold out, guys. You can get it in her Yummy Plush, or you can get it in her Yummy Sparkle. The theme this year, I think this is going to be really cute, is a Mad Hatter Tea Party.
Oh.
And look at the graphic. So that's the
why
theme
there's
this
only
year.
12 left.
Now, I do have, like, I know more than what I can say. I can say I know there's going to be a pattern with it. Because I believe I'm the one
that's going to do the
I'm
pattern.
the one that's writing it. So, because that was one of the reasons for the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I do have things I have to figure out on it though. But so yeah, I know there's going to be a pattern. Her goodies are always great. The yarn is going to be stunning with this particular pattern. I can tell you a little bit about it later, but just some little teasers. But yeah, Arkansas Yarn Co. So if you're interested in that, it's not going to last long. Oh, you just got her email today, Arity? Yeah, that's one you cannot hesitate on. She does sell out fairly quickly on her advents. So, and I do have the Sock Yarn Society coming.
Oh no, Hope. Found it out the hard way. You have sensitivities too.
Yeah. I do have the Sock Yarn Society coming, but it's not going to be here until Monday. Go figure. So you'll see that one next time. I'm home now. I can choose fun. The yarn Karen is 75-25 wool, but not super wash. Found that. Oh yeah. So you're like me. I gotta have super wash.
Yeah, I don't have.
She'll
a
be fine with
I'll
it.
be fine with it.
She just, when she shows, she has to a little bit over that way because
she just can't touch it.
It's all right. You oh, I'm gonna open this. So Phil gave me this to try. I don't know if you guys have tried, and I don't normally drink regular pop. I do zeros, but I'm gonna try it. And I'm not a Pepsi girl, but it's a Pepsi wild cherry and cream.
Interesting.
Alicia says it's pretty good.
Chuck brought.
Have any of you guys tried this yet? I'm not like I said, I'm not a Pepsi girl, but he's like, here, do you want to try it? I'm like, sure.
Chuck brought home Dr. Pepper blackberry flavor.
I've had that.
And he's like, he came home and he's like, you had to try this. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of a meeting. And I tried it. It was good. He's like, oh, and I love blackberries.
It's like, kind of an odd thing. Like when you first taste it, you're kind of like,
not for sure about that.
Do I or don't I like this? And then the more you drink of it, you're like, okay, this is pretty good. Why it's in quarantine. Okay, Hope, I'll tell you what, when I have a reaction just to yarn, pour Brett, because like last time it was on my needles. I can't pull it off my needles. So I'm like, Brett, I'm going to need you to touch this yarn and put it in a bag. Nope, double bag it, please. Not that kind, but love the wild cherry diet Pepsi. All right, well, I'm going to try it. I don't know about all this. It really has it just smells like Pepsi. You know, Pepsi has a smell.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Do you smell anything else in there? I just smell Pepsi.
A hint.
Oh.
And it's more of the cream, not necessarily the cherry.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, Pepsi, and part of it's the Pepsi flavor.
The Pepsi flavor itself,
I'm not a big, if I'm going to have something, like when I go to the movies, well, I don't anymore. I just bring water with me, but I used to get, even though they had Dr. Pepper, movies equals cherry Coke and popcorn. That's one and only time that I'm like, oh, I need a cherry Coke. I'm drinking club soda and orange crystals. And diamond painting. I need to get back to my diamond painting, but you know what I need to get? My, we'll call it pen stylist that you get the beads onto, is a single. I need to get one of those fancy
ones that are like a whole, like,
where you can do multiple,
3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
Because I have some that it'd be so much quicker for me if I had ones where I could put down more than one of the beads.
Yeah, it's a lot of black colors, so you can just.
So I need to get that. And Brett, yuck, pop.
He doesn't. You don't drink pop at all?
No, not since he was diagnosed pre-diabetic. All he drinks is iced tea. He does iced tea with the Splenda.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And typically I don't do regular pop. I do zero because I don't do the sugar neither. But Phil did not have this in the zero for me to try.
Chuck does a lot of meal, the sweet tea meal with water.
Interesting.
So that's how he gets away.
All right, we're going to share some crafts with you guys now. What you got, Karen?
One of only like 3 whips. That doesn't have anything to do with the taste now.
I think I only have 3. Hold on. I only have 3 whips too.
Okay.
This could be a quick one.
Could be, but you know, it's already.
I mean, we're already chit-chatting. It is what it is, right?
Okay. I am not going to take it out of the. Sorry, guys. I worked all on a little sheet there. Finished this one.
I'm like.
And then this is 2 sheets. And I'm getting ready to go into the blanket. So. And that white takes forever because white stitches are horrible to get them to look right. But I did pull that puppy out. And so I got another one done. I just need to go back. This is, you can't tell, but actually this is the end of one shepherd. And then here's the head of another. That's right there. So
I can only do seltzer. I can't have artificial sweeteners. Seltzer or sparkling water and stuff pop, no sugar. I cannot stand seltzer or sparkling water. It makes me gag. I don't know why. I cannot do aspartame because it makes my joints hurt. But Dr. Pepper Zero is actually sucralose, which I can handle. I don't sparkling water. I can't. I don't know why. It just.
thanks, Artie.
Artie. I was gonna say Artie.
What was that?
Temperature dishcloth. Obviously not very far because we just started the month. But I'm up to date. So that's my first few days.
Lots of green.
Lots of green, yes. So that's an ongoing thing. You're up again. That I'm going to throw in that direction where it's supposed to go.
I didn't. I lost this pattern for a little while. Put it back in its bag. Otherwise, I would lose
Oh, I lied. I have 4 whips. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Had to get used to it, she said. Cold is better.
Next one. Pull this out.
Hey, Patty.
Last Supper. Not for sure if this is progress or non-progress, or it might be progress. So I finished most of the underleg of this part of the table, and then I completely frogged this side because it looked horrible.
Alrighty then.
So in half, out half. But I couldn't leave it the way it was, even how old poor whip is.
When I went for my blood draw, the nurse there is trying to give me a bunch of embroidery floss. She's like, my sister passed away and she used to stitch and embroidery, and I've got so much floss, and my mom dropped it off, and I told her I don't want it. Do you want it? Okay, this is so random.
Weird?
I went to have a blood draw. She showed me
asking. She asking everybody that comes in, or what?
She knows that.
Oh, okay.
That's what she was showing me pictures of her crocheted temperature app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told my husband, I'm like, I thought I'd never get out of there. Yeah, I thought I would never get out of there. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was, yeah. All right, my little pop bag, which if you would like one of these, I have these in the shop at Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. And how fitting, because I'm not I had a Dr. Pepper earlier, and now I'm drinking a Pepsi. All right, so I'm using my usual pattern. I needed to fill some socks. So it is a DK sock, the wide rib DK weight socks by Erica Saint, and it is free. And I actually printed up.
Joan never turned down floss, right?
I actually printed up a new copy of it, so I don't have like all my hash marks and stuff on there.
Yep.
So, well, I wouldn't say that, Joan, because a lot of floss ends up in the trash because it's dry rotted.
Mm-hmm.
Floss and thread is not one of the best things to purchase used. It just isn't.
Depending, obviously depending on how long it's been sitting there.
Well, floss, especially somebody that was so into it as her sister, it's probably like years and years old.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but whatever. But like I would never buy like, and I've seen people do it, and I guess each their own, will buy used thread for their sewing machine. I would never put my sewing machine through that, ever. It's very important, especially if you have a better machine, to use high quality thread. You spend that extra money.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps maintain your machine better. So, and you don't go through as many needles and stuff like that too. So, this is the yarn that I dyed, Blue Skies, on DK. I call it DK sock. So it's DK, but it has nylon in it. There is one skein of this left in the Etsy store. And then this is a DK that I found in my stash that I had a bit left. I think it's a Plymouth. And I grabbed it for originally cuff, heels, and toes. It is not going to be enough for that. So I am just doing cuff and heel. Toes will also be in the blue, just to make it work. And I've been working on this when we travel. I've got a sock blocker right here. I guess threads or ends to weave in. Get on there. Just get on there. I think these are going to be really pretty. And I'll have to remember to tell him I dyed the yarn. So that's what those look like.
Those are pretty.
Aren't those pretty?
Yeah.
I like them. I like them. So these will be going with me. This will be what I work on in the car, I'm sure. But I don't have a whole lot more, and this one will be done. And then the second one, and I'm not 100%. Sometimes, see, I can't remember. I might not have enough. Usually I have enough to do a shorty pair for Alicia to match. But seeing as how I'm going to end up doing both the toes as well with the blue, I might not have enough. So
speaking of shorty,
he does have a larger foot. Oh my, those are Detroit Lions colors. I need to snag that blue for fingerless mitts for my aunt and uncle. Oh, yeah, those. This would be beautiful yarn for fingerless mitts.
Yeah, I was really just thinking the same thing when I saw it knit up.
It's really knitting up pretty. And there's, let me see if I can find a spot for you. So it's different tones of blues. Oh, have I not knit a spot? Oh, right here. But you can see like a little, I had done like a little darker speckle here and there. I don't know if you guys will be able to, maybe not. I don't think you're going to be able to see it there. No. I don't. Well, you guys kind of see right here. So there are some little dark blips that I put in there as well. So yeah, Jill, I was telling Jill because she ordered this yarn that I was doing socks out of it. They are really knitting up so nice. And
What
it's really
pattern are
nice.
you going to do the no-show socks? Is that the name of your pattern? I'm going to try to knit no-show socks.
Okay, so that's those. You're up.
Okay. Next is a new Heaven and Earth full coverage by Donna, art by Donna Gelsinger, and it's called Country Harvest. It's 600 by 450 stitches. If I did it on 25 count, it would be 24 by 18, but I'm doing this on 32. But this is what it will look like. And if this isn't me, I don't know what is.
Yep.
So I got that started, but it's teeny tiny. I've had to try and start it several times. I've gotten down to the point where I'm only doing, since it's on 32 count, easy grid. I stopped doing 1 over 1 cross, and I'm doing just half stitches. Here it is. Just the very bottom corner is where I'm starting. So that's another long project in the books.
It'll be put on the 30-year program.
Yeah. Exactly. Like every other one that I have. But it's okay.
Alrighty.
Because I'm crazy like that.
Up next is
ebook on Ravelry. Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up.
Belay 162 QK that Megan sent me. And I showed you I had the 2 front pieces done. I did actually start the back piece now. So this will be the back. As you can tell, I'm like not in a huge rush. Hope just ordered yarn. Yay, Hope!
Let me guess, is it blue?
Would you all like to know what Hope ordered? She bought the sparkled fingering and the blue skies DK. You're going to love them, especially that sparkle one. It's gorgeous. So I'm just here and there working on this. I really should actually jump on this and get it done because dance class will be ending soon, but whatever. My next item I have has been in timeout for quite a while. So I don't know if you guys remember, I had this Disney plastic canvas book, and I've made a lot of things out of here like previously for me, like years ago. Well, as you can see, all the little post-its, Alicia went through and marked everything she wanted me to make her. From all the
Which
post-its.
is quite a bit.
Yeah. So the thing that I had started a while ago, and my book is coming apart, so I need to take it to Staples and actually have it spiral bound, is these coasters, and then you make a little box that the coasters go into. Well, I thought I was going to have this done because, well, I actually thought I had more done initially. So when I started this, gosh, this was quite a while ago, because I had said, oh, I'm going to do these for Christmas. And then it was like, nope, guess I'll do them for birthday. And then, nope, I guess this will be
She did
for
a Karen.
Christmas. I did a Karen.
Yeah.
So I pulled it out because, you know, birthday's coming up and I have a bunch of other Mickey Mouse themed stuff. So I'm like, oh, that'd be perfect. I thought I had a lot done. I had this one coaster done. That's it. Because if you remember, it was killing my...
Oh.
Remember that?
Okay.
It was killing my hand to like hold it to do it. Well, I don't seem to be having that issue now. So let me show you the other coasters I've done. I have all the coasters done. There's that one. Oops. There's Minnie Mouse. She's cute. Her eyelashes. Daisy. Donald. Mickey. This is the top of the coaster box. This is, you see what goes around the coaster box. And then I realized, oh, well, I'm missing more pieces. So I needed this for the coaster bottom. I had cut that out and stitched that. This is a tab. And then I needed a whole nother one of these just stitched in black because it goes on the back side. So I'm doing that now. Well, I don't know how I did this years ago because I looked at the instructions for making the box. There's really no instructions. And I'm going, well, how's this?
Well, it had the pieces, but it
how is this gonna oh, that's gonna be fun. Yes, it's plastic canvas.
Plastic canvas.
Oh yes, Brett had some input on the coaster. So what he's talking about is, let me show you guys. The first one I did what they recommended, and I used embroidery floss for the outlining. Well, then when I started these coasters again, I wasn't paying attention, and I just grabbed black yarn and did the outlining, and then realized when I looked at the other one, I didn't floss. So I looked at the instructions and it was supposed to be floss, but I really like this look better. So I brought him into Brett and I'm like, which one do you like better? And he agreed. He liked the one with the yarn. So I was sticking with the yarn. Am I redoing this one? No. No, I'm not. She can deal with it.
Yeah.
So sure, you will see these definitely. You will see this complete definitely next time because her birthday is the 25th of April. So it will get done. I do not think.
So it doesn't have instructions on how
to connect it. No.
Do some of the others?
Yeah, like this even has an assembly picture.
Is it just missing the?
No. It's hold on, I'm trying to find which order. 30, 39, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43. So it basically just says match these and sew. And I'm like, well,
how about the box?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It will be fine. And I want to say I have one other of these already cut out. This. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have this set already cut out in the plastic canvas, but I know I'm not going to get that done for her birthday because I haven't even started it.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
So does that have instructions on how to put the box together?
I realize there.
But it might be kind of the same.
Yeah, very step-by-step instructions.
Looky here. Well, you got box sides here.
Yeah, this is how you stitch them. These are all the pieces.
I've never done plastic.
Okay, so basically, I can show you guys too. This is what it looks like. So you use these to cut out your plastic canvas pieces. I use a Sharpie marker and, you know, you'll count, okay, 2 boxes, down 1, over 1, and you have to draw it out and then cut it. And then I use a pencil eraser, will erase that Sharpie marker off the plastic canvas.
Okay.
Because if you're using, let's say this is a lighter colored pink.
Yeah.
And you leave that Sharpie on there, when you're pulling your yarn through, it gets on there. The Sharpie will transfer to the yarn. Yeah. So basically you cut it out and then this is your stitching diagram. It's very much like cross stitch.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're just going to follow it and you have your key over here. Okay. Cool. But yeah, that's how that works. I have done plastic canvas for years.
Yeah, that was the one thing I never did. One of many things I've never done.
You know me. I feel like I have tried most crafts.
Yeah, somebody was kind of trying to hint to me about sewing. I'm like, that's the one thing I don't know how to do. I don't know. I don't have a sewing machine. Don't know.
I can teach you if you get a machine, though.
Yep.
You know that.
Yes. So. It's on my list, but before I get it, I have to have a place to put it.
Yes, I can definitely help you out.
A place to put it that I can use it.
That's all my whips.
Wow. Okay, we're done with whips.
Do you have acquisition? Brett says I've done plastic canvas for as long as we've been together. But it's not something like I do all the time.
Yeah.
But that's why I keep a lot of my stuff. Like, people might come in here and be like, oh, wow, you must really scrapbook, seeing, my whole scrapbook center. No. But when I have a desire to scrapbook, I can. I don't have to go out and get stuff. I have it
use the same paper for card making.
For card making.
Or any.
For peanut crafts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
It's like Kid Central.
Yeah. She loves coming in here. When she was here, was it last week before, and I'm like, hey, let's go out to the table. We'll do this. And she goes, I want to do it in your room. She loves hanging out in this room. She loves, and I'll just find her staring at my yarn, and then she'll be looking up at my fabric.
So did Alicia get her craft room all set up in your organization, or no, that didn't happen?
It was pretty much all done.
Uh-huh.
Very nice and organized. You can actually walk around. We had one small area to finish, and then she was having issues with being sick. And then her sub pump is not working properly. Hi, Izzy. And she texted me today that her basement had flooded.
And that's where the craft room is at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, thankfully, the shelving, the cubes that she has her yarn in, Phil had lifted up and had it like on a wood board, so it was higher up off the ground.
Awesome.
None of her yarn got damaged.
Okay.
That was the important thing. None of the yarn was
Did you
damaged.
say the yarn? Please say the yarn.
And then it was so funny because they emptied all the yarn into totes to move the thing all in one piece. Lord, it was a lot of yarn. And then I'm going, oh, that one's pretty. Oh, that one's pretty. Like, if you need help putting that back up there, because I'm going to be like, one for me. And she goes, and I was going to start knitting today, this week. And I'm like, please. Addie came out with new needles.
Oh.
And I want them.
Really?
Yes. I'm an Addie's girl now. Like, I use a
know,
lot of
you
Addie's.
just like...
They came out with Addie unicorn needles.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get them in fixed, or you can get the click-it system again. And
is there a unicorn involved somewhere, or that's just
they're metal, and they have like the spiral, so it's better for like your hands. And the cord is pink.
Oh, that's the unicorn part.
It's so cute. Pink. Yes,
Oh.
I really want some.
Only thing that would be better is if they were blue.
Yeah, but unicorns always remind me of Peanut. You know,
I know.
You know, I love my Peanut.
That's why it's like, where's the? Is like the unicorn come on the bag? Like,
I've been eyeballing them. I'm like, do I get some fixed ones, or do I just go for it and get the whole freaking set? And Brett's like, what's cheapest? Go with that.
It might be the most expensive at one bulk, but if it's cheaper,
yeah. No, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just like, he has his hobbies. I have my hobbies. Yeah. You know, he spends his money. I
swear it was Chuck had hobbies.
He spends his money. I spend his money. That's what happens around here. All right. Do you have acquisitions?
No.
Okay. Well, I have not as many as usual, but I have a few. So let's talk. Okay. I guess we're going to talk thrifting first. Are you ready, Jill? Yes, you do. LOL. You do too. So I picked up. Karen. Very first item. You want to guess how much I spent for it, Jill?
Magic number.
I picked up another crafter's tape because, as I explained to you guys, even though these are refillable, when I pick them up like this, I don't buy the refills. I use it and then I throw it in the garbage. People are probably like, "You've got to be kidding!" No, this is how I work. $1.99. And I have quite a few of these now, but with card making, with Peanut, with scrapbooking, with sometimes journaling, you know, I use a lot of these. I really do. So,
especially if you give it to Peanut.
Right. This I took the sticker off, but it was also $1.99.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And it's just another one of the pillowcases to fill with the stitch markers.
Yeah.
I have a gazillion of these.
I got stitch markers the last time I was
Oh,
here
you
because they
did?
were overflowing.
I picked this up today. Don't know why, but I mean, I know why. I just don't know what I'm going to use it for.
I can tell why right away.
So it was 99 cents. I was really cheap today, Jill.
That's why she got it. Laura.
Okay. Guys, you would laugh if you saw my closet. Maybe next time I clean it, I will end up kind of taking a picture of the one section. So I'm that person that I love storage. So anytime I see any sort of cool storage unit or box or whatever it might be, I'm like, I have no use for it now, but I might someday.
Yeah.
And I buy it and I stick it in my closet. And then when I reorganize my room, without fail, I'll be like, oh, I wish I had something to put right here to put this in. And I'll be like, wait a second, I do. There's something in the closet. And I had just moved out a bunch of storage containers I had in there and worked them into the room. What do you think I did again? I bought more storage in there. I'm like, but this one, I just thought it was pretty. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So, no, I haven't found one of those pill boxes in a while. So that was a good find. But I couldn't pass this up. Somebody made this. Like it was just a clear thing, and then they put in.
And they did a good job of
it's
that
nice.
puppy.
Well, and I even when I was there, kind of went like this to make sure like it wasn't like gonna like come off or anything. Organize. That's right.
In the meantime, I organize by watching videos about organizing.
99 cents. Some blue flowers. Some white ones too. Okay. This I picked up for Karen. 99 cents. And I'm getting tired of trying to get to your birthday stuff to throw more stuff in because it's full.
Oh my.
That now I'm just like, she's getting it. So this is from the Sweetheart Tree. And it's called Teeny something, but they put the
sticker right on top
They
of
put
it.
the sticker, so it came from Stitch and Frame. It originally was $8. I paid 99 cents.
Those are cute.
Isn't that cute? So that's what that is. So that's
Thank
you. I have more for you. Don't go nowhere. So then,
ooh, little butterflies.
My friend Beck.
Good old Beck.
Good old Beck. She's no longer doing her Facebook Lives.
No.
She's doing it on Whatnot. Well, let me just tell you, I've gone down a Whatnot rabbit hole.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. I was on there the one day for 5.5 hours.
On hers in particular?
No.
Watching or just others? I know because others pop up and it's like...
I found two ladies that I really like that are selling fabric.
I thought of you the other day because I'm like sewing I'm like, oh my God, Laura.
I've got packages coming. Oh, Brett's like, wow, you really got some stuff. I'm like, I know. So anyways, when Beck switched to doing Whatnot, she had put a link where if you join through her link, then you got a $15 credit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I got us some stuff.
Cool.
So for me, and this was free because I was still using my credit. I got, it's called the Sewing Room.
Oh, that's cute.
And I had just gotten 2 sewing ones, but I'm like, will I ever realistically do these? I don't know.
She's taking after me.
So it's the whole kit, has it all in there.
Oh, have fun sorting that thread out.
So this, it looked like it was on here, but it's not. They just kind of randomly It's not on there,
Well,
right?
that one looks like it's on there, so maybe it is on there.
Yeah, but look, this
yeah,
isn't.
well, maybe they don't
That
have
might
that
be
many.
those.
That's the question on those, yeah.
But look at, like, this is one number and it has like 6 colors. So it's not,
yeah.
it's not set up right. So, Jill, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. So this was free. Oh, and then I got a free item with my purchase. 14 count. That'll go to you. And then I got you this.
Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that.
I think so, Brett.
Comes with everything. Oh yeah, they have sellers that like do categories. And
Yeah,
you can,
yes, there is. There's tons.
Looks like. Does it say?
You can check it out on my phone, honey, and see if it's something you even want to.
Yeah, 18 count. Oh, I like that. That's
Isn't
definitely
that pretty?
me. Yeah, I've never seen that one before ever.
No.
Who's this by? Something special.
And I do have another order from her that I bought stuff for me and you. But it was before she was on Whatnot, and I have cash for her in an envelope. We just have to meet up.
Yep.
Because we're gonna meet up like a week or two ago, and it ended up not working out.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, because there's no sense paying for the shipping and whatever. And this was, like I said, when she was doing the other sales. So whatever. What else have I got down here? Oh, I got these. These are a Temu order. My little yarn stickers.
Oh, those are cute.
So I got
Yarn and knitting.
oh, either. There we go. That's a little better. So, little circle stickers. Replace the ones my granddaughter used. Oh, and speaking of granddaughters, so we went to Goodwill when I had her last time because we're going to Beef O'Brady's because she gets the big basket of curly fries.
Is that what she eats when she goes there?
That's all she's such a bad eater. So she eats this basket of curly fries.
She's as skinny as a green bean. It's bigger than her.
That's her big basket of fries she eats when she goes to.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think I have a. Oh, I did have one more FO. Shoot.
Kits are every once in a while. You can find them in the thrift stores, Jill.
So me and Peanut made something. Did I talk about it last time? About the VTech kit, sewing kit?
No, I don't think
it was awful. It was supposed to be for a child to do, and there was no way. And it lights up. It was pre-cut and sewn. I think I did talk about it last time.
I don't remember you talking about
and it was a nightmare, but that's her with her unicorn we made. Oh, and great news. When I went to their house today, Peanut is now in a booster seat in the car. And because they need me to deal with both kids on Thursday, I said, oh, well, I can't. I have one seat, one car seat. They got me a booster seat.
I'm sure that was coming.
So I don't know if Alicia's tired of me taking her van which is fine with me because that van just yells at me all the time. It's always flashing and telling me I need to brake, and there's nobody even in front of me. I'm like, why am I going to brake? And then it's like where it shows like the car going straight, or if you're going this way, it's always flashing at me that
you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, I'm like, Phil says he has the same issue with the car. So anyways, where I was going with this is Peanut remembered when we went to Beef O'Brady's last time we went to Goodwill. So we had to go into Goodwill. And She's a hysterical kid. The minute you go in, you're like, do you want to be in a cart or you want to walk with grandma? I want to be in a cart. Well, then she'll hang over the side of the cart as you're walking down the craft aisle and she'll go, grandma, grab that. What's that? And you'll give it to her. She'll look at you. No. And she'll put it back or she'll go and put it in her cart. Well, she picked something out for me.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. And grandma, you have to get this. Okay. So how much was it? It was $1.99. I didn't pick it out, Jill.
Oh my God.
So it was $1.99, and it's a punch needle ornament kit. You make a penguin and a polar bear. I've never done punch needle before. So she's not seen this like at my house, like, oh, grandma does this or whatever.
Yeah.
But she said I needed it.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm going to try, and I'm looking at it and I kind of opened it and looked at the instructions, and I was kind of like, I don't know that this is something I'm going to enjoy doing. So
weird,
it might be something
weird material.
It might be something I try and then go, yeah, we're donating this back. So it gives you like little things to put them on. There's the penguin she has. This is the polar bear. Well, it has to be that type of material so you can punch into it.
Well, I've seen it. I mean, obviously it has to be more of like a canvasy, like, but never like
yarns.
Almost like a weave material before. So that's different.
And then there's the stuff.
That's to thread the needle thingy bobber.
I'm thinking I'm not gonna like it, but maybe.
Laughing at me because of my response. Sorry.
So
maybe Saturday at 4:00 is a better time for us. I don't know.
So we'll see if I do this or not. But she was convinced that grandma needed to do it.
Barely even fits in a hoop. You gotta have a lot of attention for it. Or is that one of yours?
This was a hoop that came with it. I have smaller hoops.
Yeah, it's gotta be a smaller hoop.
This is the one that came with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have much smaller hoops, so it's not a big deal. I have big hoops. I have little hoops. I have hoops, and hoops. That's hoops. But yeah, I kind of looked through the instructions and I went,
Usually it's weaver's cloth.
This
used for punch and braid. Well, this is not weaver's cloth.
No. This is yeah, I just
it's a really thick.
I'm thinking I'm not
almost
gonna
like
this,
canvasy. I
but
don't know. It's
I could be wrong. I was looking to see if it tells you. Yeah, all it says is 2 pieces of printed cloth. Yeah, helpful, guys.
Looks like something you got off of Temu.
Punch needle has a very specific type of fabric they use. Nothing like stitching fabric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to be able to punch it in.
This is almost like a stitching fabric. It doesn't have holes in it, Joan. It just, I mean, it reminds me of.
Well, the way it's woven is very loose, where if you go like this, there is a hole.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so you can do.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to do, I'd rather
do da 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 da.
Oh my gosh. So do reminds me. Last night my husband's watching something as I'm trying to go to sleep. And he didn't sing Baby Shark, but he sung something to the tune of Baby Shark and do. So then he turns off the TV and take a while, guess what kept going through my head? So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
That's a penguin. brown animal. Look at because it's wrapped up in a scarf.
My hair is everywhere. It's like stuck to the box.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my last acquisition, I believe. I don't know about it. I don't know about it.
Have fun with that.
I think we can put this back in. No, Grandma. Grandma, you need that. Okay.
Is that the hint of you make it for me?
You never know with this child. Let me double check my bin.
Maybe she's hoping it'll be here for her to do it.
That could be. She's quite the little crafter. She
Uh-huh.
really is. Loves to draw. She went to a thing yesterday, and they drew bunny pictures with flowers, and then they had cookies that they got to decorate,
Mhm.
like Easter eggs, and yeah, she had a blast. Her and her one little friend went. Next Saturday, I'm taking both of them to Menards to build an herb garden. That should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go and get the little kits. So they got little goggles and a little Lowe's apron and little gloves. Got to have their protective wear.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah. I don't think yeah. That was quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like
We did most of the chatty at the beginning of this. We already.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be at our normal time. Right?
Let me look. I was pulling up my phone. So 6 to be. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's on. So our next time we'd be recording would be Easter.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. So I don't know what we're. Yes, Lowe's. Sorry, I said Menards. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. If we're going to do it Easter. Or do it. We could do it Saturday night, but he's on days, so it wouldn't be until.
I'll be at church.
Okay, so
playing the
Saturday's a
clarinet.
no.
Because I do Easter Vigil Mass.
Do you do Sunday then?
Sunday morning.
Okay. Well, he wouldn't be home. I don't know if he. It says he's working Easter, so hard telling. So it looks like we will probably be live Easter night.
Yeah.
Is going to be my guess.
Mhm.
If he's working days, I would say 7:30. As always, I will post it on Instagram and I will post it in our Facebook group. So if you don't follow us on Instagram or you're not a member of our Facebook group, you really should go join. Because that's where we put any updates of when we're going live, if I've done a shop update, that sort of thing. So it is good to be a part of that. Speaking of which, do you want to tell the folks, give them reminders of what they should be doing?
I don't know. He always puts that stuff up there now. Should I do it?
Sure.
So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
And then I think that's all we have. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.